The Falmouth Commodores defeat the Bourne Braves by a score of 10-3. The Commodores enter the All-Star break with a 7-point lead over the 5th-place Wareham Gatemen in the Western Division. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight's edition of Closing the Door, alongside Carter Bainbridge, Logan Soforenko with you. And Carter, let's jump right into things. The Falmouth Commodores get a huge win on the road at Dore Park. It was a game that had a lot of runs, had a lot of strikeouts, but a little bit of controversy as well.
Yeah, the Dores, up until the 5th inning of this game, were down 2-0 after a little bit of a shaky start for starter right-hander Juaron Watts-Brown. Gave up a pair in the first inning. The game was rolling right along until the top of the 5th when Peyton Stovall hit a little ground ball up the first base line. At first called foul, then called fair after the umpires conferred about it. Bourne eventually played this game under protest the rest of the way because they disagreed with that call to such an extent. But in any event, it started a 4-run rally for the Dores in a game that they never trailed again.
Well, the Falmouth Commodores had a lot of strikeouts. Juaron Watts-Brown on the hill tossed a season-high 9 strikeouts. He went 5 innings. It's always good seeing him qualify for the win.
Yeah, Juaron's been a little bit of a hard luck guy this season, decisions-wise. He gets a win today after 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, which is about as much as we've seen from any Falmouth pitcher so far this year. Drew Summers had a 9K game earlier this year, and it's very rare that you see any pitcher on the Cape reach double digits in a game. But this was probably the best that we've seen Juaron. He didn't have an inning, usually like he does late in a game where things start to get a little bit out of hand for him. He gave up 2 in the first inning, but then settled down after that, was throwing strikes, had a really good curveball tonight that he was throwing for strikes again and again, and kept a very, very good Braves lineup off balance. Bourne entered the night in 3rd in scoring in the entire Cape League, but they didn't look the part against Falmouth's right-hander.
The Commodores had a couple of home runs today. One of them a typical home run. It was a solo shot that left the ballpark off the bat of Jacob Walsh, but we saw Alex Mooney kick it into high gear as he capitalized and got a 3-run inside the park home run. So the offense going hot. We got the All-Star break coming up. What do the Dores got to do to enjoy these next couple of days?
Well, the Dores just have to savor the fact that they've gone 6-1-1 in their last 8 games. You get points in a 7 out of 8 game stretch. Falmouth has done a lot of work to solidify its position in the Western Division race. Now, 7 points ahead of the Wareham Gatemen in the West with a Gateman loss tonight. So, ideal spot for the Dores to be in, and they gain a little bit of ground on the Bourne Braves as well. Falmouth now leads that season series 3-2. So as we get into the All-Star festivities, it's time for the Dores to enjoy themselves a little bit, keep their eyes down, still on the final stretch of the season, but they can hang their hat on a very, very good home stretch heading into the All-Star break.
Well, we talked about Alex Mooney hitting the inside the park home run and Juaron Watts-Brown having a career performance with the Falmouth Commodores at least. The third member of our team, Trey Redfield, caught up with Alex and Juaron.
Logan, Carter, thanks so much. I'm with the guy that got it done on the mound tonight. Juaron Watts-Brown had 5 innings pitched, giving up 2 runs, 1 of them earned, and striking out 9. 9 Ks. How does that make you feel, Juaron?
Great, because I was filling up the zone. I had a couple pitches working tonight. We had some great plays in the outfield that allowed me to get those Ks. So, yeah, it was good.
You had a couple of pitches that were working for you tonight, exactly like you just said. What were those pitches, and why were they working for you?
Working in on the bullpen with Coach Mike, and it was good. All right.
It's the ice bath from Alex Mooney. Look out!
It was a curveball, slider, fastball, changeup was today, but it was a good day today.
You go into your bottom of the 5th inning, your 5th inning of work. The top half, there were 4 runs put up by the Commodores. How much did it mean to you to have that run support? Something we haven't really seen this season with you on the mound.
It was great, honestly. It fired me up to go back on the mound, and my guys picked me up, and I picked them up. I feel like in the 5th, so they picked me up early in the game. So yeah.
A couple of months ago, you threw a no-hitter. Tonight, you strike out 9. I assume the no-hitter is still the top baseball memory like we talked about on the hot seat. Where does this one rank, Juaron?
Top performance for sure because it's here. It's a great. This is the best place to pitch during the summer, so it ranks up there for sure.
All-Star break going into this weekend. How important was this win? This is a team that lost to Hyannis last night, but tonight getting a bounce-back win. How much does it mean going into the break?
It's huge because we're kind of in a fight for 5th, and maybe can slip into 3rd if we keep it rolling. So it's huge going in the break that we ended on a win.
That's Juaron Watts-Brown. Dominated. Appreciate you for taking the time. He and the rest of the Commodores have the weekend off, but on Monday, July 25th, they are on the road taking on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. First pitch from McKeon Park is set for 6 o'clock. That's Juaron Watts-Brown. I'm Trey Redfield. We'll see you guys tomorrow for All-Star Game coverage.